ups and downs, I just can't lose.
Shout out to my boy Bobby, Guns Point Bobby. That's another show.
Can I get a witness? They come after me, I come with a bitch. Say, man, I used to work in the rain. I'm not used to the pain. I'm kind of used to the pain. I'm cruising the air like a plane. Going as fast as the train. Philip will never gonna change. Texas, I turn up the main. I said them deals and oh man, oh down my.
Shout out to my boy Trilly Poke. Yeah, hey. I'm gonna they be listening to me like, damn, bitch, you be fucking all over our songs.
Oh my god.
This dog had licked my toe, and y'all, I had got so scared. Y'all didn't hear me, but I was.
Sometimes I feel like I can't go on, but I gotta hold on, cause he's watching over me.
No, I thought I did.
What's good, everybody? We're back from the break. It's your favorite host, Izzy Rich, and you're tuning in. Oh, you hear it. You're tuning in to Rich T. We have a guest host today to my right, which is Jen. Hello, Jen. And then to my left, we have our official co-host, Aaron and Ashley Rich.
The Rich family.
The Rich family's in the building. And all the way to the left, we have Happy Rich.
Yes.
And Nipsey Hussle's in the building, too.
Yes. Being ever so freaky. I don't understand it. He's so embarrassing.
It's okay.
Sorry, dude.
Oh my god.
That'd so cute.
So, guys.
Are they loving each other?
They're over there, Happy's a little stubborn. So.
Oh, okay. He gonna have to put that work in. Yeah. Okay.
So, I was watching some movies, guys.
What you was watching?
On Netflix. What's that Netflix? I don't even remember. I think it was Hulu. It's this movie called Memory. And oh my god. It has Liam. Is his name Neeson? Yes. He's in it. And when I tell you that movie is good as fuck. Like, you think you like Taken and Taken 1 and then Taken 2 and Taken 3. Like, bitch, we get it. Y'all are a dumbass family. But this movie, this movie, they are lit, okay? It's just him by himself. He's a spy. He's like, he's actually an assassin. I just like the word spy because,
right.
I'm a spy. But, basically, he is doing his missions and someone gave him a hit op to kill a little girl. He's like, I don't kill girls. And then,
what movie is this?
It's called Memory.
Okay.
And long story short, the girl ended up passing away. He didn't do it. And he's taking his vengeance out on everybody that has anything to do with it. And it has a lot to do with sex trafficking, child trafficking, police, FBI paying them under the table, things like that. Right. So you don't know who to trust. Yeah, good cop, bad cop. It's all about money and power and unfortunately sex. But long story short, it's a really good movie. I think you should check it out. Another good movie that is on Netflix is called The Rental. And if you ever seen Shameless, you have the older brother. What was his name on the show? Liv. He's on the show. He's in this movie, and it's such a good movie. It's portrayal. It's horror. It's sex scenes. It's steamy.
Like too. It's like
oh my god, yes. It's like a lot going on in that movie, and it gets a little steamy because he's going on a vacation trip with his brother and his brother's wife and his girlfriend. Well, his girlfriend and his brother end up having sex. They're business partners. It's just a lot of juiciness to it. You have to see it. It's some typical white Caucasian drama, and it's funny as fuck. I love it.
I love it too.
Oh my gosh. And then, again, another one of my favorite shows that's on ABC Network. I think that's Channel 13. I don't know. I watch satellite TV, I think, or internet TV, what the fuck you want to call it. But Claim to Fame. Oh my gosh. They have a new episode that just came out on Sunday. I did not
That's
check
the one you were talking about with the people that's related to those people. Okay.
Oh my gosh, you have to catch up and watch that show if you haven't. Another good show that's out right now that Aaron was watching is American Horror Stories, and he was calling me, telling me how good it was, and where was I?
He was in Miami.
Oh, okay, yeah, and yeah, he was basically telling me how good that show is. What was so good about it?
I mean, it was crazy. It was like they went back to the horror house, which is like one of the original American Horror Stories. And this time, like, it's a new family, and they just moving into the house.
Is it a new season?
Yes, a new season. But
Really?
yeah,
I gotta watch it.
It's got like a lot of crazy stuff going on.
Gotta watch that.
Because
The
I was
first
surprised.
The Horror House was probably one of the best. What is it? Seasons to it.
Horror House.
Horror House.
Yeah.
I also
yeah.
like. What was it? Freak Show.
Oh,
That
Freak Show was
one
pretty good.
so
I did like
underrated.
Freak Show.
My favorite one was Coven, and I think they've been getting back.
Yes, Coven was one of my favorite.
episode.
I think one of my favorite ones was too when they was in the asylum, and the doctor was like doing the surgeries and watching people and sleeping with the inmates or whatever the fuck you call them, patients.
And the one with Lady Gaga.
At the hotel.
The hotel.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did love that. Did y'all know that Bob Burgers have a movie?
Yes.
I saw that,
Ooh.
and I fucking loved it.
Okay, I couldn't get past the first minute and 30 seconds because they wouldn't shut the fuck up
It
singing.
was a musical starting out. I couldn't get with it.
I should have zoomed in.
That
I'm gonna
musical
rewatch
is a
it.
lot.
I'm gonna rewatch it, but I think I'm
You
just
can
gonna fast
skip it.
forward the first 3 minutes
That's
I'm
not
trying to
it.
find
because
this
I
movie.
love them. Oops,
I love them.
I kind of did something nice.
I heard it. I was like,
But yeah, I actually love that show. I love all of them, the characters, the siblings, the dynamic. It's so fucking funny. I think I don't know. I'm just a movie buff. If you ever see Mean Girls 2 cross your screen, delete that shit, dislike it, and you tell them don't fuck with the originals.
right. It's so
How
horrible.
dare you?
It's really horrible.
It was so trash.
I wanted to watch it so I could like see.
It actually made me watch it, and then they went to the store. And I'm like, how the fuck you gonna go to the store and leave me with this trash ass movie?
I found it.
What?
The movie Black Phone.
Oh my god.
Oh, I watched that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you were talking about.
Black
That
Phone is
movie
a
fucked
good
me up.
movie.
I'm not gonna lie. That shit was
It
weird.
did.
It was weird, and it
It
fucked
was
me up.
based in the
Is it a
70s.
psychological?
The 70s and the
Psychological
60s were
thriller.
fucked up years.
Yeah.
Literally. But it's a psychological thriller, and it's a really good fucking movie. It's called, what again?
It's
Black-
called
Black Phone.
Black Phone. Oh yeah, because that phone kept ringing. Back, forward, back, swing.
And that's
Right.
Ethan Hawke, y'all. I didn't even know
Swing,
Ethan
swing,
Hawke.
swing.
Really?
That's Ethan Hawke, yeah.
Okay, look at that.
Here it is.
You got some good directors out here making some dope ass thrillers and
Yeah.
Did y'all see
all
Nope
sides.
yet? I know. Speaking of thrillers,
No,
I haven't seen it, but I've been hearing mixed reviews. So
That's horrible.
No, I haven't.
It
I
didn't
think
really
they're just-
cling to me
Oh
when I
yeah.
first seen it.
What
No.
was
Yeah, the one with Kiki Palmer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to see that movie.
I want to see it just to see it, but the previews wasn't really giving.
So you know what I like to do? I like to look at like 2 or 3 different trailers because one trailer may not be it for me. So let me see an alternative trailer.
Well,
Yeah,
the fact that it
I'll
was
probably
directed
But-
by Jordan Peele was the reason why I was gonna watch it. 'Cause I
Yes.
love
His
him.
movies are
I
really
And that's
too.
why I was like, when people saying it wasn't good, I'm like, y'all must be missing shit. Because I know some people said Get Out wasn't good, but
Get Out was
Get Out
amazing.
was amazing.
Exactly.
But it's about how your mind works, how you
Exactly.
read the movie.
And what you're
Like,
because
I
they may
can-
be missing.
right. I can watch a movie at the beginning and already tell the whole movie to myself and be like, this is what's going to happen. And it literally happens that way. But it just depends on how you read the movie. Just like when you listen to music, you may hear it differently than how I think about it, you know? So, long story short, I'm going to watch it. If it's a buzz, it's a buzz. If it's a good movie, Jordan Peele usually does a really good job.
That's why I was
I'm gonna-
like, what do you
I'm going to
mean?
go for it.
I think people that when they can't figure shit out, like they can't wrap their minds around certain things in a movie, then they're like, I don't like it because it requires too much thought. It requires too much foreseeing, foreshadowing,
Yeah.
knowledge of certain things and topics to
Mhm.
even make it soak in. So, you know, if you watch it and you're not like into aliens or you're not, you know, like certain shit, it's not gonna fucking,
Right.
you know.
I'm all into that sci-fi shit, okay?
Is it sci-fi?
I don't know. It's the aliens.
Oh, okay. When I think sci-fi, I think like Star Wars.
I mean, yeah, but you gotta, sci-fi is a really wide range because, I would also consider Prometheus, sci-fi. You ever seen that movie?
Of course. I don't think it's sci-fi.
That's sci-fi.
Oh, okay.
They used to play like the Leprechaun and stuff on Sci-Fi.
Sci-fi was just trying to make some money. The actual network. I know what you're talking about.
Oh, I used to watch it.
Bitch, I stayed on that network. Okay, guys, I'm gonna ask you a quick question. You can only answer you got 3 seconds to answer. If you don't know who the person is, take a wild guess. But let's do it. Who's the best fictional rapper of all time? You have A, Little Murder from P Valley, B, Hakeem from Empire, C, Paperboy from ATL Atlanta, or you have DJ from Hustle and Flow. And go.
I don't know what you just said, but
A,
we're going
B,
to pick
C, or D.
DJ from...
Okay, DJ from Hustle and Flow.
There we go.
Atlanta.
Of course. Paperboy. Paperboy. Ashley, you have 3 seconds. And go.
I'm gonna, I guess, go with Hakeem. I don't know.
Okay, from Empire.
But
Wow.
Murder was good.
This is all over the place. Everybody has a different answer. I mean, of course, I'm going to go with Paperwork because I'm from Atlanta, ATLANTA. But I honestly was going to pick Will Murder because I actually liked his flow. And throwing up cornbread, raise up cornbread. Crickle, eye. That was my shit. Hump that, Mississippi pride.
Yeah, that was
She
weird.
fucked it up. He fucked it up. But I'm not gonna take the talent away from DJ from Hustle and Flow because let me tell you about my pimp ass nigga. He had to goddamn come from the dirt and make that shit happen. He was tricking a bitch and also working with another female, his baby mama.
And he was hot.
Yes, he was always sweaty the whole time. Is that what you meant?
Yes.
Yes, he was a sweaty fucking rich mess the whole time.
Everybody.
Like even that Cadillac he had didn't even have AC in it. Bitch, I think it was a Mississippi. Anyway, yes, that was my shit. I love Hustle and Flow because it's hard out here for when you trying to get that money for the rent. Good thing I saved. But hey, you got a whole lot of
bitches talking shit.
Hey, you know it, Lovey. Shout out to Lovey. Okay, welcome to Jam Radio. Okay, Taraji. Well, speaking of Little Murder,
oh my God.
I know, right? I just want to start off with P Valley, not getting into like the juiciness up front. But this is a really good episode. Let's just say season fucking finale. But this is a really good episode. I feel like I don't want to wait another 2 years to see another fucking episode, season. But I will say that my bitch Mississippi is finally getting her mind together to whereas what I'm gonna do with this white boy.
Right.
If I'm gonna keep letting him beat the shit out of me and my kids, I'm gonna kill his ass. Which one? Because she shouldn't. And I love how what's the light skinned girl name?
Autumn.
I love how Autumn came in there and said, "Oh, I see you didn't use the gun." Like, bitch, that girl would have been used and goddamn missing. Okay,
He would have been abused with a gun.
oh, he would have been a victim. But I don't support gun violence, so yeah, I definitely would have took the clip out and pistol whipped his ass. But yeah, and then moving along to Mercedes and her daughter situation.
Right.
That little 2 weeks pregnant or 2 months pregnant was killing me because bitch, how come every other slide your stomach was getting bigger and bigger?
Y'all wasn't noticing that.
I was like, okay, this is over exaggerated.
You said
Like
that they was rushing to get her.
I can tell because we have to wait for another year for the new episode season. But I did want to speak on that because young women, I did not know her daughter was 14. And I just feel like times has really fucking changed. 14-year-olds are out here pregnant. And I'm going to keep my baby because you wasn't the mama that I needed. I'm going to be the mama that you... Like, who are you to even say this to me?
I blame social media and the
Oh, for shit, sure, social media.
People like younger kids, they look at that and they're like, oh, I want to be like my brother. I want to be like... And he out here doing this, doing that, all that. That's all he talk about. And so you go and do the same thing, and then you got this 14-year-old girl pregnant.
I can't even fathom that idea.
You know
at
what?
that age.
I'm gonna jump in and say this.
Yes.
It just reminded me. I saw a video about a 19-year-old girl, and the mom came in and she caught her son, who was 14, in bed with the 19-year-old, and she was cussing the 19-year-old out like, "Bitch, you grown. You in this house like this nigga paying bills. It's the next day, bitch. Why is you here?" Like the shit was wild. It was crazy, and I'm sitting there thinking like, damn. like it made me think like, damn, like
that's crazy.
At the same time, how did you not understand? Like, how did you not see that? Right.
I will say this though, a lot of people.
Especially if you was doing something, you gonna make some type of noise. You ain't gonna tell me we all grown. You can't do that. I feel like it's negligent.
I mean,
like,
depending on the house,
definitely. But sometimes you have a lot of moms that's working.
That's
it
what
sounds
I'm
like
saying.
a single mom
She
situation.
was definitely a single mom,
and she's not home all the time.
Exactly.
Bitch, my mama was running her liquor store, and I was throwing parties. So
exactly.
I know how that goes.
It's just like as 19.
But I will say this:
woman,
you have like I look at the seniors now. When I was in school, we look like fucking kids. I look at the seniors now and I'm like, is that nigga 23?
Yeah, grown.
Is that a
That's why they have grown influences.
A lot of them actually grew up fast. A lot of them develop body parts faster. So they look like they're 18, but they're not. And they can run with that and say, hey, I'm 18. Right. So in some situations, I'm pretty sure you have people that's lying. And if you're saying you're 18 and I'm 19, of course, but that's just the whole situation just baffles me that teenagers at the age of 12 and up are even having thoughts of sex or sexual.
I wasn't thinking about it when I was young.
I was thinking about ice cream, sports,
hanging with my friends,
traveling with my cousins, eating. I was not thinking about that. I had older siblings, and my sister was pregnant and shit, and I still was like, how do you even do that? Like, how did you do that?
Well, they have so much access now. It's like everything is so sexualized.
Yeah,
like, I even was going to ask you guys about this. This is the last thing I'm going to throw in. But there's this viral picture going around with his dad and his daughter, and the daughter is like 10. And she's like kissing him on the lips, and he's like holding her. See, even you're cringing at that. But I kissed my dad on the lips when I was young, so it's like
that was the thing.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm confused now. It's like now there's no innocence. Everything is sexualized. Everything that goes on, it's like, oh, that's inappropriate. How? That's a dad loving his daughter. Right. You're the sicko for projecting that kind of sexual energy into an innocent kid and her dad.
And like for me, I cringed because
you cringed immediately.
I did. I was like, oh my god, in the lips. But like my mom would try to kiss me growing up too, and then after a while, she was just like, "Arthur, you're growing up. I'm not doing that no more because you're turning into this. I don't want you, to think this is okay to go around and kiss other women." Because I did. I used to kiss my sister friend because my sister is older than me by 13 years. And when Candace came around, I would try to kiss her because she was a little hot thing. And my mom told me then and there, she was like, you don't do that. You don't be going to kiss her. You don't know where she put her mouth. And I was like, she said, and my mom is a hot ass mess. She was like, she puts her mouth on places it's not supposed to be.
Oh my God.
So from there, I was just like, oh my God. And again, not even sexualizing it. So I definitely understand what you're saying. I think I just cringed because of the idea of just hearing that. I don't know. It's just like, even my sister told me, she's like, I'm with her daughter. She was like, I know this is my husband's child. I just don't feel comfortable with him and like him doing certain things. Like, I don't want him to bathe her. I will bathe her. And she's preteen now, so she bathes herself. But just like in that stage of growing up, she's like, I just feel like as a woman, I want to protect my child regardless of if this is my husband or my brother or my grandfather or my nephew, I understand that.
See that's like kind of making
it's very, my sister's very protective. But you also have to understand that other people, it's a sick world out here, and you don't know where you're coming from. His family members may have, I don't know the whole story, but what he got going on in his family. And it may not be a story. I just like the idea of protection, and I come from a single family household, so dad wasn't there anyway. You know what I mean? So
what kind of picture is that painting for the daughter who's innocently just thinking like she's loving her dad how she's taught to? So now she gets demonized and thrown under the bus and all this other shit, and then it's like, now what does her future relationship with men look like? Now she's insecure about being physical with a man. It's like these things I just don't understand. Like, and I'm older, but it's like I come from a different time where everything wasn't just sexualized. Yeah. Like, not everything now. It's like everything is sexualized.
I don't think it's a problem at all, but because what I watch and what I see nowadays, and what actually is coming out nowadays, is scary. And even your own parents can be tricking you off. Your own parents can be doing this and doing this to you. So in some situations, it may be very innocent and okay, cool. But the reason why I cringed is because it wasn't even like a judgment towards that situation. It's more so like what I read and what I hear and what I know now, as opposed to as a kid. If I was a child, honey, I was kissing my mom too. It was never a problem. But because
and nobody was looking at you crazy.
Nah, not at all.
That's what I'm saying. Now it's like taboo to see affection. It's crazy. Even like I understand what you're saying about wanting to protect, but like even putting that seed in a person's mind that they need to be protected is fucking them up. Like taking their innocence.
Like she's not telling the child this is what I'm doing, but
you ain't got to tell the child see. Like, damn, I wonder why mom always acts like this and doesn't let that. Like, kids see that shit, and it's like, you know what I mean? We project as adults and people that are protecting and afraid. We project that, and it takes away from people's innocence. Like, kids' innocence are getting, and you got 14-year-olds getting pregnant. My mom had me 14, ironically, but it's crazy. I don't know.
I think everything is just more opinionated nowadays and so out there to whereas the opinions can start to form. If a lot of things, just like with the Boy Scouts, my mom told me I could never do that. But now all these hundreds of years ago and 50 years ago and last year, 20 years ago, 10 and 5 months ago, all these little boys are being touched and raped and molested. And as adults, they are still traumatized. Can't even live their life comfortably because their parents, who they trusted, sent them off to these, camp where the man was basically trafficking them, literally trafficking them, letting other grown men touch them and take their innocence away. And I don't know, there is a Girl Scouts. I'm pretty sure Girl Scouts had some type of allegations as well. They're just keeping it classy and keeping it covered. But it's just a real sensitive topic. I don't have kids. I'm an uncle. I have a dog. And if anybody touch my dog in the wrong way, I'm going to beat your ass. Okay?
Please don't be touching the babies like
that. Don't touch my goddamn dog. But yes, we got real serious with that topic, but we're going to swing back to P-Valley because that was a serious conversation. Like, speaking of that, he was hitting on his kids, discolated the baby's shoulder, and all of that. And he said, I'm gonna whip my kids, discipline my kids how I see fit. So you punch her in the mouth, you probably gonna eventually punch your baby in the mouth. Somebody needs to do something.
She should have knew better anyway. That's how I keep thinking, like, bitch, you should have known better. Like, how you don't know better?
That situation.
Like,
really
what if you know that he got beat? You know that his family did what they did, and you know he beats on you. Mm-hmm. What would make you think that your children are not gonna get beat?
Oh, I'm gonna give them. Oh, what is it called? Immunity. They're not gonna get hit. But bitch, they gonna see you get hit. Like, no. You know what situation you
And she's so casual about how she be getting her ass whooped.
Yes,
I'm talking about black eyes, everything. She's like, she just bobbing around like she don't got a black eye, a busted head, 3 stitches. Like,
I'm gonna go to the store.
I'm gonna go
I'm not leaving my house.
First off, shades can't cover that bruising, honey. And that lip, what we gonna do? Like a mask? So
she had a mask on.
Yeah, it just bothers me because women go through that in real life, and domestic violence is real. Yes, I worked with a nonprofit, and they're based in Houston, and it's called Freshwater Wellness. And I worked with them. Dr. Conti was in a situation to whereas her husband shot her and left her for dead, stabbed her too, left her in the kitchen, bloody. Thought she was dead, smoked a cigarette and left. She got the power to call the police. They came to save that lady's life. She was almost on the verge of death. And now she's like 58 years old, living her life, helping other women get out of situations. When I volunteered for her, she touched my heart and just like really opened my eyes to whereas love is just a word. If people aren't really giving you what love is, you know what I mean? Like a motherfucker say, I love you,
what their idea of love is.
I would kill myself in you. That ain't love. That's mental illness. And we need to check that quickly. But I think that's something that a lot of people really need to speak more on and be more active on because it's serious out there. And not just women. Men are getting abused as well by women. And it may be a rare situation, people may think, but it's real. Women out there, oh, you're not going to hit me. I'm going to beat your ass down. I'm going to call my brother. I don't know. Haven't been in that situation. But I do know that it happens, you know? So if you ever find yourself in a situation like that, you definitely need to get help ASAP because Miss Mississippi, she's either got to kill him or get killed. That's what it looks like. But yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and get into it because I think I've been dragging it out a little long.
Yeah.
Uncle Cliff. Or should I say Daddy Cliff?
Yeah.
Because I don't know what the situation was that night.
I feel
I thought it was.
that was so just woo.
I feel disrespected.
Not for me, but just the title. That wasn't giving uncle. He was giving master because I was not expecting that.
Murder looked cute though. It was different. I was like, oh, okay.
I didn't think he was a bottom.
First, I guess. I don't know what that is because
I didn't think he was a bottom.
I didn't think so either. So I was.
But when he said "fill me up, nigga," I had to turn the phone. I just turned it off because I was like, "Oh no, that's too much.
Bro, this a
Like
lot.
it's a lot. It's too much. Like
I would never even picture Little Murder saying that.
that's why it fucked me up."
Yeah.
Oh, you was the freak for
Actually,
real.
yeah,
She's a freak for real.
Aw, look at him laying down his card.
I was so thrown off because really, I don't know.
He let down Money's guard, right?
He let down his pants, honey, and bent. Well, not even bent over.
That's what I'm saying.
I wanted to
So
say,
you think that was his
so
first
you doing
time
the
being the bitch? I'm saying, was he the one?
Sweetheart,
You
it
think
couldn't have been the first time.
Well, I mean, his first time at a bottom. Oh, bottom. At the bottom person.
I'm pretty sure in
this
jail.
is the first time with no condom, I think.
No, I think this is the first time they're showing him being more vulnerable to Uncle Cliff. But to be completely honest, because it's a show, it didn't happen. But in real life, I'm pretty sure if he was in jail, he was doing the bending and getting bended at the same time. But again, this is fictional.
I don't know in my mind because the way that him and
hard
old boy,
nigga, yeah, that's how they perceive.
That's what I'm saying. The old boy. You know what I'm saying? The emotional one.
Sweetheart,
he was the one that was.
His name was T, right?
Yeah, T.
He was just different, okay? He was just a bitch bottom wherever. He wasn't doing he was always the bending, okay?
I said that to say that made me think like he was bending people over, but I don't know. I feel like Clifford was his. I feel like I don't know.
That was his first.
I don't know. I feel like it was his first.
I don't think so.
No. Okay.
It was too casual. If it was his first, he didn't seem a little nervous or nothing. He was like, first off, fill me up. For the first time? I don't know.
What we doing? Okay, we not doing it the first time out. We not feeling it.
But I will say this right here.
I'm dying because he's so. What are you looking at? Because I'm over here like.
Oh no, I'm over here drawing.
Oh, okay.
I think it was so. For me, it kind of threw me off. I cringed a lot because when I saw nails from Uncle Cliff. And pulling out a condom, and I'm just like, and then they asked, they didn't even have a condom actually, because they asked each other.
What you doing?
They was like,
Are you good?
What's doing?
Yeah.
Right. I was just like, oh my god. And then he was, it was just like
I feel like we saw him in a more masculine space.
I mean, they gave him a more dominant. I would say they gave him a more dominant.
It's okay for women, clearly. That was kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't like the.
I was uncomfortable.
I was uncomfortable too.
Really?
Yeah, because for me, that's not. I felt like it was somebody's
fantasy.
Not fantasy. I felt like it was just like an older, flamboyant, fag hag, like.
Not fake.
And
girl,
and just having sex with a thug, and it was like, this is telling me to fuck off. And then the nails, the makeup, the hair.
But he came out the hair, so it was a bald. He was just regular bald face self.
Just to know this is what you are 21st. I don't know. I'm not judging. I'm just. It's not for me.
Yeah.
That scene just was not for me.
Okay.
It
wasn't for me either, obviously, but I really.
It just threw me off. Like, why is Uncle? You didn't pop your nails off.
Yeah, I didn't know he had his
I was hoping his mama was going
to.
The grandma and just stop all that up in her house.
She can't sing, so
you don't do that in nobody's grandma's house.
But she can hear that though.
And she probably had her ear to the door.
Yeah.
My thing is, I like the part of him being vulnerable, Mr.
Congratulations, Ashley. I'ma just say it was steamy.
A little homicide.
It was a little sauna.
No.
But yeah, he was like, what little homicide is?
Yeah.
But thank you everybody for tuning in. I really appreciate Jen for coming in to be and guest host today.
Always welcome.
Of course, to my left and my right. Oh wait, to my left we have Aaron and Ashley. Happy found her way under my seat.
Yeah.
Always shout out to the lovely love.
Indeed.
Love to Jen Radio.
Most definitely.
And I cannot wait to talk to you guys next week.
Yes.
Hope y'all can bring a little pet.
Oh, and guess what? Tomorrow, guys, we are having what is the music? What is it? The listening party. Yes.
For Lil Pat.
For Lil Pat.
Yes.
We're gonna put the link in there, and I'm gonna post on my social media platforms. It's
Yes.
up tomorrow. You better be there. And
Early arrival is suggested. It is only from 9 to 11 p.m. That is it. That is all.
and where's it
9
located?
to 11. It's on Kirby. So it's right by NRG Stadium.
Ooh, that's my neighborhood.
Yeah, it's a space. It's not a club, you know, it's an exclusive.
Oh,
like,
she has a venue.
yeah.
Miss
It's a
Thing,
space.
I love
It's not
it.
a club, it's a space. So
It's
it's gonna be lit. And hey,
Well, I'm just gonna say the cameras are gonna be out, the music's gonna be lit, and if you're trying to meet Lil Pat, you better be there because,
Okay.
like she said, 9 to 11, bitch, that's 2 hours.
that's it. We are having an after party at headquarters.
Okay.
So it's gonna be up there.
Okay.
And it's hosted by Lil Pat, the nicest. So after we get, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna go over and get, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what she's saying,
Yeah,
so you better be there. Well, guys, much love, much respect. Please be safe out there, and always be ready for what's next week.
All right.